Hello, nice to see you again. If this is your first time watching this video, my name's Louise, and these little videos are called Heart to Heart because they are little messages from the Lord to you, to encourage you, to help bring hope and peace and joy into your lives. Because the Father loves to speak to us, He loves to speak to His children and bring us these words that are positive, helpful, healing, liberating, all of these things. And so welcome. Today I've really been thinking a lot about our words, the words that we say in times of stress, the words that we say that are very casual, that are very unthinking sometimes. But I really feel like the Lord is saying to us we need to be careful of our words, even more than before. We need to bring words of hope, bring words of help, bring words of healing to people's lives, whether they're believers or non-believers. The world in general needs to hear words of hope. And so He's given us that mandate to speak words of hope and healing to a world that is struggling sometimes. And so I find that this is a challenge, when you wake up in the morning, for example, how you approach the day. Is it a good day? Is it a day full of challenges? Is it a day that you're not sure how it's going to go? Also, especially in relationships, when you're with people, whether it's in the family or whether it's outside of the family, in your workplace, at school, university, in business. One of the things that my mother, who is now with the Lord, but when I was first saved, it really frustrated her that I was so positive. And she said, Louise, the bad things are happening. There's a reality out there. And I said, yes, I know, Mum. But with God, I know that I can get through everything. I know that I can confront really difficult things and still see a hope in a hopeless situation. And so these are things that really we need to be reminded of all the time, that our words are powerful, the things that we say and how we respond to people. And even in everyday life, in the shops, when we get frustrated with people who don't move fast enough, or somebody who's rude to you in a shopping centre or in the cashier sometimes, they're probably going through some pretty hard times. And when we're there, we're a light, and that's incredible. We're salt. And we need to know that we need to keep our flavour. Our flavour is hope. Our flavour is love. Our flavour is bringing wisdom and healing and freedom to introduce people to our loving Father in a way that they've never thought possible. A lot of people know the name of Jesus. They know the name of Jesus. They've heard it in many different formats. Positive and negative, as we know. People use it as a swear word, and people hear the word God all the time. But if we don't introduce them to the real person, then they'll never know who He really is, and they'll never understand how much He loves them. And so I'm just really encouraging you, whatever situation you're in, think about what you're saying. Because we have control over our mouths, we have control over the situation. If you're angry, the words that come out of your mouth sometimes can be very hurtful and very painful and very negative. Mothers and fathers talking to your children, how you actually respond to them in their situations. It's really important for us to encourage them. Words of encouragement are so, so important. I love to encourage people because I see change, and I love to be encouraged. This is really important because that's the nature of God, our Father, to encourage us, to say, come on, you can do it, go forward, don't turn back, don't sit down, don't give up, but go forward, because He has a path in front of us that we sort of look at and go, God, I don't know how I'm going to walk that path, but He knows the way and He knows how to get us there. And so if we know that, we can say, when things don't seem clear, we can say, Lord, I trust you. Lord, I know you have a path in front of me. Lord, I am not going to look at the negative. I am not going to be moved by the circumstances. No, because you've given me a promise and I am on that path. These are just some examples. You know, when you come up to somebody and you're able to say to them, you know, you look great today. Or sometimes it's, how are you? And really mean it. And taking the time to listen and then bring words of hope to that person. You know, that there's so many people who want to hear the good news. There's plenty of bad news. Don't we know? There is so much bad news. But we are people of the good news. And I think that is really, really important, that we remember whose we are, who we belong to, who our Father is, what His character is, and what He's given us, and who we are. Okay, just want to leave you with that thought. And as I say, don't forget to subscribe down the bottom, under here, down the bottom, and click like and share this. Share these words of hope with anybody that you know that would like to hear words of hope. Okay? So have a wonderful week. Maybe it's days before I do another, but who knows? Only God knows. So, nice to talk to you. Nice to see you. Bye.